What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today we're going to talk about Zomedica, because overall it had a pretty good week. It ended up in the green, and of course I know a lot of people on the channel are investors of Zomedica, and so you come here for all things related to the stock. So today I want to touch on a few things, including this article that was published on Friday, April 23rd, and its title, again, Investor Place, being a pretty decent blog-like article slash investments type reporting platform. So they say here, top stocks 2021. If you only buy one penny stock, it better be Zomedica. Now, before I dive in, I just want to always mention my channel is not for financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. Rather, I try to put you guys on the plays that I am in, and so on and so forth. So with Zomedica here, if we scroll down on the article, they have a dedicated Zomedica area. They talk about different, hype stocks, things that were talked about frequently in the last couple months, including Sundial and other things alike. But regardless, with Zomedica here, I like some of the things that that the author talked about. So, as speculative stocks go, Zomedica's become one of my favorites. Again, him speaking on his behalf. If you can afford to lose 100% of your investment, it's a long-term play. And this is back a month ago that he published the initial article. The previous month, he said, if you were an aggressive investor, Zomedica stock was a steal. It was trading around $2.25 at the time. I mentioned some things along those lines as well before it had its run up to $2.90. The big momentum killer, the direct to sales, right? So they're changing their sales approach from using Miller Vet to expanding its direct sales, direct sales directly from the Zomedica team, and they're dedicating a sales task force for that. Now, he goes on, talks about Trueforma, all the things you guys already know. And again, investors didn't like what they heard. As a result, the slide of Zomedica stock has been on for the previous month, continued unabated until it bottomed out around 76, which was actually 75 cents on April 20th. We know that's true. The majority of the penny stock game, or the penny stock market, which is kind of a game that you have to play, it plummeted. It took a huge beating in the last month and a half. But finally, we saw a little bit of a recovery the last few days before the market closed. But in addition, we have to understand what happened, right? A lot of money that was circulating within the penny stock realm, people who were, within the retail investor community, decided to shift their money from penny stocks to cryptocurrencies, because obviously, who wouldn't? Cryptocurrencies were on fire and still are. Things that were 10xing, 100xing within the span of weeks to, days to weeks, basically. So a lot of people decided, hey, penny stocks are speculative. A lot of people who were invested into penny stocks were not doing their own research or due diligence, so they were taking their money, pulling it out of penny stocks, and reinvesting it into cryptocurrency, thinking that was going to make them, a quick buck, which is very understandable, because why not, right? Money is the motive when it comes to investing, period. If you have, other insights, please comment down below, because I definitely want to know. Now, what is going on now, it seems like, are, a lot of people were burned from the Dogecoin, pretty much going from about, what was it? Upwards to 38, 39 cents, I think 42 cents, and falling back down to about 27, 26, 25 even. Same thing for SafeMoon, right? I talked about it on my channel, and so did other YouTubers, people within the space, and they talked about how it is a speculative play, and that went 10x, within a few days, and then it came right back down, not to where it started, but again, it did pull back to where it's finding some level of support. But it seems like people are understanding that, hey, when it comes to these speculative plays, let's at least get into one that has some good fundamentals to it and good basis moving forward, which gives it, pretty strong potential for the future. So again, he goes on and talks about all these little add-ons, things of that nature. But the specific thing he talked about is, again, they have a lot of money on hand, obviously no debt, right? So Zomedica has zero debt, which is just pretty magnificent if you ask me. But when it comes to a lot of the volume that was being shifted from penny stocks to cryptocurrency, it seems like maybe there's going to be a shift back into the penny stock realm. So a lot of new investors are coming into the space, but of course, I want you all to always be careful when you're investing your money, especially in crypto or speculative plays. Recently I spoke to a wealth management advisor, and she said, I told her about, I approximately look at 10% of my portfolio on penny stock. She said, no, that is too much. So again, that's my rule of thumb. And of course, you make your own choices and decisions, but always make sure to mitigate your risk by, putting your money into more of those blue chip companies, Disney, other ones that I've talked about, Tesla, all these bigger companies that are, overall trending up, and they fall to S&P 500 closer than some of these penny stocks. Now, before I continue on to finish up the video and talk about the price action and technical analysis, I do want to mention my link below for Webull. So you get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100, one valued between $8 and $1,600 for actually doing the deposit. Then you get another free stock between $250 and $250 for just opening an account. Go ahead, click the link below. You guys know that I'm a huge advocate of Webull, and that's why I took this the affiliation, but regardless, click the link, get your free stocks. And also for Blockfi, get up to $250 worth of Bitcoin. If you click the link below, all you got to do is deposit X amount and you get a payout in Bitcoin, no questions asked. So go ahead and look into that. Now, price action. It was actually pretty wonderful to see. So again, we know it bottomed out around 75 cents. And what I said Thursday night when I made my Zomedica video is I'm hoping that it holds on through Friday after the significant run up that we saw. And it did. It actually touched the dollar, pulled back down, but it consolidated and stayed there throughout the day around 94 or 95 cents. So now we're up to about 25% from the bottom. And for the week view, up about 12.3% or so. So over the last month, as you guys know, still looking at the technicals, let's pull up Zomedica's chart. And you can see here, we now have a new level of support at 91 cents, right? Previously at 89, but it seemed like, again, it kind of touched this support line at 91 cents and it kept bouncing right off of that. So that's pretty, for anyone that is looking to potentially enter into the play, 91 cents might be a very good entry point if you're looking to, establish a position or increase your position size. Some resistance on the way that we might see at $1.17, pretty strong resistance there, $1.37 and $1.86. So between now and 117, if you're looking to potentially start a position because you believe in the true forma, you believe in the fact that they switched from the Miller Vet distributor-based sales to now direct sales from the company to the vet office or vet clinic. That is, in my opinion, a very good news, but for some other investors, not so hot because it might slow down initial sales. But over time, we are to anticipate and expect that that's going to actually be a benefit to the company. Anytime you can skip the middleman in anything in this world, right? That is going to save you, of course, money because you have to pay that distributor, correct? But if it's coming directly from you, sure, you have to pay a sales team. You have to have these people dedicated to that. But it's still not going to be the same as having an external entity do so for you. So to me, this is very, very good news, and I am hoping that this is for the long term, it's going to help increase buying pressure. Now we know we're currently trading below the 50-day EMA, the estimated moving average, which is $1.39, and the RSI at 37.79. So anything under 30, oversold. Anything over 70, overbought. So right now we know Zomedica is actually approaching that 30, the RSI of 30, and if it does, that is when you for sure need to figure out, if I am someone that is looking to long-term hold this play, this might be a good time to buy in. And again, anything that trades below its moving average, in my opinion, obviously it's a little skewed because of the run-up that we saw, but regardless, it might be a very, very good time to potentially buy in, depending on what happens, in the coming days and weeks when it comes to news from the company. Because again, for the bulls to come out in any market, not just a specific stock, we need updates, we need news that is positive, that excites the investors and keeps them coming back for more. So that is all I have for you guys today. Again, get your free stocks with Webull, get your free Bitcoin with Blockfi, and that's it. So until next time, everybody, keep investing.